Hello and good evening. Welcome to this full moon ceremony, energy work with updates. I'll just open the energies under the full moon and give you a chance to find me here, you who wants to participate during the live stream. It's also useful to participate during the next 4 days, especially through the replay. And it's also possible to use the healing from the ceremony through the video all the time that it's available. And we will leave it here as long as we are active on these platforms. Okay, welcome. And this is a really special full moon because we are going through a shift the next 3 days. The next 3 days were a gathering of communities throughout times and layers in the cosmic realities is landing here on Earth. This cosmic communication and manifestation. Today we will support this through the energy work. As a warm-up to this, we will open the energetic field or the energy field of love and light, and we will take the lists of persons and places that we want to give love and light to support the release of darkness. If somebody have agreed upon participating, then the energy will go deeper and be like a healing. If they haven't agreed upon it, if it's the places on the list is places that we don't own and we don't have legal rights to choose upon them, then it would be more like giving a beam of light, a stray of light, or holding a door, a smile, and then the persons and the places by themselves kind of accept the possibility. So that's a huge difference between if somebody have accepted and said yes to receive this support, this help, or if they haven't. So if you want to participate in the energy work, you just agree upon it within yourself by putting your intention, saying yes, I'm participating in this. You can participate in 3 ways. You can be receiving, and you can be a mutual creator of surplus energy, because if people they are joining in together, 2 persons create the same energy and three, and then we harvest the extra 1 person energy. And if 3 persons goes together, it will be like the same energy as 5 to 7 persons, and then we have the surplus energy. And it's only like the energy you use for putting your intention to be a part of it that you're using. And then you can participate as an energy worker, and no matter if you have any experience or not, this is a held field, and because of this you can participate as an energy worker, and you will be supported that the part of the energy work you will perform, you'll be taken care of, is fit you well, and will give you training and healing in the best way. So we begin with the choice about being here, either as receiving, participating in the generation of the surplus energy, or being here as an energy worker. The portal, the energy field, has already been used in my Danish energy work under the full moon. So it's really active, it's really strong. And because my name is Marianne Lane, you can see it here, I'm a Danish energy worker. I have been working full time since 2012. Is it true? Yeah, I think so. With energy work and general teachings in Denmark. The last year I have been opening more and more because I've been guided to develop my English language skills and open platforms in English as well to be able to share and to mutual communicate with people who's not speaking Danish. Okay. Intentional creation of psi, a psi, support the shifts that's created when we work with the energies. And already now the energy is really strong, and sometimes the energetic fields, your energy fields, your consciousness thinks that the energy usage is your own, and then it will be like try to draw itself out of the energy work. Then if you say there is more than enough energy in the universe, there's an eternal amount of energy in the universe, and you have an experience that your system relax, then your system was about to do this. It's nearly the only way to actually experience that this is going on in your system, because it's so subconsciously activated that you will not be able to register it. So you can put your own list with persons and places in this field of love and light. You just imagine it's in front of you. You have your list and you put it in. If you think, oh, this is a bit difficult to imagine this, it's a bit difficult to stay focused about it, then you can put your intention on me to do the work for you. I'm so used to it. I've been doing this since 2012, the first years in closed groups. And then I really don't remember at which year I opened to be public and let everybody who wants to participate be a part of it. It was really, really difficult for me to open because I was so personal about this work. Even though it was my primary work, I was, not so open about it. Now it's I'm used to it, and I find it so naturally and so natural and so important that we create these possibilities for the meetings and the energy, supporting each other, both when we meet in physical realities, when we meet online like this, and when we have meetings in the energy. It's important because we then create the first steps in this other realities that has the same way of functioning as we want this reality or true reality to function. So if we want to have a community, a reality with peace and love and harmony, we can create that in the energy, and then the mirroring of this support us in our everyday life and our true reality. Okay, I feel a bit tension when the energy begins, so we have a few interesting lists here. It seems like somebody has put a list in with people who's suffering, like every people on earth who's suffering, especially the children. It seems like we have somebody who has put a list in with the sea. all of the sea in the at Earth to be supported. It's okay. I put in your list. Yes, thank you, and welcome here. This deep, soft breathing supports my system into be available and to follow the energy in the energy work. Okay. And the persons and the places in the list, they receive the love and the light and slowly switch into a state of not so affected by darkness. It's beautiful. So this first part of the energy work under the full moon, we open the field, the portals for love and light, and then we put in the persons and the places that we want to support with this. This is also like opening and gearing the field for it to be prepared for the second part, where we will perform some energy work for Earth and for the mutual consciousness field of human beings. And in this special day for our cosmic reality. So we will have a cosmic energy work under this full moon today. The people and the places that receive the love and light responds. It's beautiful. And with the people and the places where the darkness is released, light beings appears in the surroundings and begin their work to support the balance. When the balance exists, we have the possibility to meet both darkness and light in ourselves and in everybody else, and keep standing our ground to choose by love, choose with love, and choose love as good as we can. Not being interfered or infected with darkness. Even though we're carrying it, it's not allowed for it to decide for us, decide upon us in any way. Okay. Even the huge part of the list begins to respond. It's really strong, the field today, and especially because of the energy work we performed in the Danish part of the energy work under the full moon. So it's really carrying a high capacity today because it's already aligned with the cosmic realities. It's already ignited with the huge spirals that goes from the outermost part of the cosmic reality, the universe, and into here where we are. We are in the innermost, youngest part. We are nearly at the center of the universe where the expansion is going on. But the expansion right now in the universe is deceleration, so the acceleration is going down because we are nearly to the largest expansion that this universal breath will take. Okay. And all the things I'm saying here is channeled, met in visions, so these aren't scientific realities, right? It's really important to differentiate between these, because I am actually also a scientific person, educated engineer, worked with science for years and love it. For me to work with energy as a channel, as a seer, there's really not much difference. To me, it's the same reality, just in different perspectives and with different visions, different lenses to watch it. But I know that these kind of visions, these kind of lenses, they're not so common. So we are few who meet this reality. Luckily, we are some, so we can use each other to confirm that we are watching the same things, nearly. Okay. If you chose to be an active energy worker in this work, stay focused. If you have any kind of tensions, then if you can try to let it be equally distributed in your system, you will be more strongly active a part of the energy work, and then you will have a more healing, and maybe even go to the state where your energy will be refreshed in all of your system and be changed. Okay, it's nearly there. It's beautiful. It's like the sea is nearly glowing with the light in my inner side. And I was actually in the Danish ceremony. I was like, okay, this time nobody chose the sea. Often somebody has, but it didn't seem like somebody has especially chosen the sea. But now it seems like somebody has. So the sea is like glowing with the light and the love. It's beautiful in my inner side. Breathe. It's beautiful. And light beings enter this area and begin their work: stabilization, regeneration, restoration of the balanced energies that supports us, our conscious reality, to be stabilized and to exchange with each other in a positive way. That's actually one of our huge problems, is that our system has been developed in a way where our exchange with negative energy is enhanced and our exchange with the positive energy is dampened. So until now, it has been more easy for us to accelerate and generate negative energy than the positive energy. What we will enter to today's ceremony that's related to this shift that begins today and will be enrolled in the next 3 days. And then in the next 3 months, it will be really active, and it will be really important what every person on earth will choose in these 3 months. If they choose to see themselves and each other in love and in clarity, or if they will be rolling in the reality themselves and each other in shadows and negative expectations. We will cheer upon the first possibility and support it in our own reality by walking around, trying our best to lift ourselves and clear our visions in every way. And this energy work today will be about this. It will be about a clearing of Earth field and our own field at the same time, for our possibility to see the love and the light as much as we can in each other and in our mutual reality. Okay, so the lists, the persons, the places, it begins to be adjusted in a way where our participation is phased out. I experienced the change in my energy system. Maybe you do as well. Maybe it's sent it another way. There's an endless amount of energy present in the universe, available in the universe, an endless amount of energy is accessible in the universe. Okay, I felt the tension and now it's releasing. So my system was beginning to think that I was using my personal energy. And this is really enormous amount of energy that is moved around, that is used or exchanged and transformed. So if my system believed that this is my energy, it will be, let's get out of here. So to remember my system, that there's an endless amount of energy available in the universe, then it relax. You can try it yourself to see if you sense any difference at all. Okay. Breathe. Soft, deep. The energy feels shift. Big change in my muscles and nervous systems right now. Okay, so you recognize it as well. Thank you. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the sharing. Okay. Okay, now the energy shifts, it expands, and it kind of changes gear. If you choose to be an active energy worker, like take a couple of deep, intentional breathing, create the sigh. And remember your system, there's an endless amount of energy available in the universe. And now we kind of change into the other gearing, the other energy work, where we will perform this energy work for Earth consciousness, the energy work that's related to our gathering and our alignment with the cosmic realities, our cosmic communities. We are a part of the cosmic communities, but until now we have been divorced. And this is due to our system to have peace, to develop by itself, to see if we will develop into the possibility to be the node or the cosmic exchange system that can carry in all of the different cosmic realities codes in a system. And it seems to be right here, right now, the possibility has opened. So what we will do here is that we will begin the exchange with the different layers of the cosmic realities, and then we will support it and support the portals at Earth that is open and prepared, support them to be aligned with the portals and cosmic realities for us to be able to be the exchange system. And if this will be in the next 3 days, it'll show out to work well, then Earth will probably be a cosmic consciousness sun, where all the cosmic experiences will be sent into the core of Earth, and then it will shine all these possibilities back to all the different communities in the cosmic realities. And the codes will be like rays of codes, and these shining of codes will be containing all the codes from all the different layers in every single one of them. So all the different cosmic communities will have access to the codes from all the other cosmic communities due to the exchange through Earth reality. So the next 3 days will show if we will align or not. And if we will, then the support will begin, and the support we will gain is supporting us to get into alignment with ourselves in a way where we will be more and more available to ourselves and to being love. And if we take this in, every single one of us in our way, then it will begin to go into the positive spiral that is a huge change, a change where what we call karma, earth karma, the karmic burden, will be released within 3 years. That means that the memory system related to the DNA in our primary cells, in our stem cells, this memory system will be released. And this is due to a change in the availability in our consciousness system between us and our soul consciousness. Okay, we're ready here. So let's begin this part of the energy work. And the change opens in our own system, our own energy field of consciousness. And when we open to the 7th dimension, this is the highest dimension that we can, as a human creature, carry consciousness. And with the soul access, we can carry until the 13th dimension. But that actually is carrying the spheric field of consciousness in a way that stabilizes all our system of consciousness at all time. So what we will open to here is the 13th dimensional consciousness state, and then we will use that to align ourselves with earth consciousness, and then we will align with the cosmic consciousness. So let's begin with aligning ourselves and with our soul consciousness. And we will have the support from the energetic portals all over the earth that's opening now, especially the ones that's related to the pyramids is really activated right now. But a lot of constructions all over the world has been created to carrying in these keys, these gene keys, in the spheric field of earth consciousness. And they are activating now. And maybe you have this kind of visions that you see it within yourself or around an earth field. Maybe you just sense any change within yourself. No matter what appears to you, it's your truth, and it's just as perfect, just as fine as everybody else as mine. Okay, so now we are aligning each and every one of us with a soul consciousness, and then the spheric field of consciousness reveals itself. Breathe. Allow it to support you, the energy in the health field. All the keys, and they are gathering in Earth center, Earth core. And then it opens in each and every one of us in our way. So we will be a reflection of this. And we will be the unique reflection of this, each and every one of us. Being curious and as awake as possible is the best way to catch if something is changing, something is going on in your system due to this work. If you're not used to it, if you try it a lot of time, you possibly know exactly what to look for in your system and know exactly what to watch for in your visions. But I actually have a lot of people who's coming by and who participate in energy work for the first time, and then having this guidance that you not look for something special, but look for anything with a curiosity. That's the best access you can have, and this is not for somebody. This is for everybody. If you find it interesting, if you are drawn to it in any way, aligned with your soul consciousness, create the spheric field, the keys that's opening in the structures around the world, connects in core of earth and open in each and every one of us in our way, in our unique way. Each and every one of us will be a representative of this key. And we are gathering in with a lot of other energy workers who's working with the same possibility. And we are gathering in. And when we do this consciously, we are activating these in the deepest layers. A lot of people work with this subconsciously or semi-subconsciously in a lot of ways. For us to join in and being kind of consciously choosing to work with this, we will activate the deepest frequencies and then activate the access in Earth consciousness field as being representative of somebody who's choosing this from this place, this space. Gathering in with all the others who's doing this in different consciousness layers and in different ways. Gathering is actually a part of the new era field of consciousness, the shift. Okay, the key opens in every one of us, aligned with ourselves and with Earth, consciousness, and together. And now we're prepared, and the key that opened a new field will point towards an area in the cosmic field, in the cosmic sphere. And then you will be aligned with a huge, gigantic, golden spiral that goes throughout the universe and opens the alignment with the cosmic consciousness. So the spiral you're related to opens here. And for you to investigate how does this appear in your system, in your way, that's what we invite you to see by yourself. It doesn't have to be anything special in any way. Your way is perfect. It's really beautiful. To me, it looks like golden spheres and they are opening into each other. And then I see the golden spirals, I see the golden layers in different cosmic realities. And it seems like I can't comprehend, but it's like they are finding the right clicks, like zeroing until we get a zeroing from all the cosmic reality into our reality. And we are like the stabilization part of it. We're the place where it clicks. open the port with big doors. Out come a deep red river. This river goes to shine as a rainbow and change to light red love. Oh, what a beautiful sight. Thank you for sharing your vision. I sense how it participates and joins in. Beautiful, thank you. A lot of clicks. It's like golden spheres and a lot of layers throughout the cosmic realities, and they are open in Earth field. But it's like it's the cosmic field that shifts and like turns until it clicks here at Earth. It's like huge portals into Earth portal. It's like it's really special. And the portal is like in the whole spheric outermost part. So that's special. So it's like all Earth became one huge portal. It's actually like your vision, but just in another manner. Click. And then it opens in the outermost part of the spheric field of Earth, and then it's zeroing in with one of the parts of the cosmic reality. Another click, and again, and activating in the outermost sphere of Earth reality, Earth consciousness field, and then another part of the universe zeroing in and zero with Earth reality. This is really like a huge technique, and it seems like it has been prepared for a long time, a longer time than Earth existence. So before Earth time, and we are in the center part of the universe, so we're in the youngest part. So when this youngest part didn't exist yet, this work began. Maybe even when the outermost part, that's the oldest part now, was young. Maybe this work began at that time. It seems like it somehow. Wow. New click. And the outermost part of the spheric consciousness of Earth, of human. And now it's activated not only on this Earth, but all the other Earths that's related to the same incarnational program as we are. They are also placed in this youngest part of the universe as we are. Pretty young creature here. But everything is like what's related to. Yeah. Wheels joining in together, clicking in, codes from before. Fits, zeroing in, joining in, different layers, and we are going far longer and longer. And this is just going back in time, because the further out we go, the older the part of the universe. And until now, we have opened the part of the universe where we are kind of carrying the same kind of soul as we're carrying here. But now we begin to open to the next, the older evolutionary step of soul history. And now they begin to click, and it's like the steering feels different in my field, more intense, goes more deeper into my bones. And the click is like, it feels really old, like bricks and stones. Wow. And it's like the density goes up. Even though we are actually the creatures that carries the soul consciousness in the most dense part of the universe compared to other parts of the cosmic reality. In the other part of the cosmic reality, the soul consciousness is carried to another density, a higher density, or a lower density, you would say. So it's more dense here and less dense. So in the other cosmic realities, the earth consciousness is carrying in the soul consciousness to a lesser density than we are. We are carrying the soul capacity, the soul consciousness to the highest density. And this potential is just opening today, arriving through the next 3 days, landing, and then it's enrolled in the next 3 months. Okay, clicking for longer into an older part. It's like huge old spheric consciousness is like turning and twitching and clicks in here. And in the whole of Earth field, where it's like landing in the outermost part of the spheric field of consciousness for Earth, people, for the whole Earth, and for all Earths, actually. It's really special. Extending to an older part of the universe again, and an earlier evolutionary step of the soul. And again, it's turning and clicking in our personal system and Earth system as well. And the sharing here, take my son out from a stone in Peru. I have seen this picture in 10 years. Now it will be free. I love this work. Me too. Thank you. This click that goes from this older part, it's like it's in my core, and it's like it's in my neck and in my spine that it's clicking now. And I sense it in the outermost part of my spheric field of consciousness and in earth field consciousness as well. And it begins to look like if you could have something that was both metal and glass at the same time. It's like it's crystalline, it's like diamonds, but it's like a non-earth material. And it's like it's open in the outermost part of our spheric field of consciousness and in earth field of consciousness at the same time. And it expands again. Oh, this is a huge shift. expanding to an even older part of the universe. And an early evolutionary step of the soul. It was like we skipped some steps here. Oh yeah, slowly moving out to the oldest part and the earliest form of a soul in this universe, in this universal breath, this universe life. My 3D consciousness can comprehend. It's like a lot of things is clicking in this outermost part, and this actually seems like locks that is opening. The other ones are clicks of something that like fits. This is more like locks that's opening, and they sound huge and old in the energy. And I have a sense of being really sincere and aware and responsible. And the heat opens now because this opens like in the highest and the oldest part, and with a vibration that is so near the most dense layers. It's really intense. So the warmth is coming now here in my body, and I recognize this. We are where the soul began. Before soul, when there were no dividing, no separation. We are back at the line before the separation, when the consciousness was completely breathing with the first consciousness that is love. And it was due to the separation and the birth of the free will that the soul was created as a separation from the first consciousness that is love. So we are back now before the birth of the soul. And I sense it in the spot in the neck that it's opening like a portal. And the word umbilical cord opens here. My 3D consciousness can follow. It's a lot of visions begins to shift to try to explain, and I see a lot of things, but it's like I collect it later. It's too intense here, and I collect the visions for later usage. But right now I have to stay focused with the shift, the movement, and the locks. Oh, the locks. They're related to the separation and the free will. And there's a lot of them. There's a lock related to every time there has been created a new evolutionary step with the soul connection due to different faults. As the locks they are opening, it's opening down through the spine as well, and in the core of Earth consciousness field. So now it's like from the North Pole to the South Pole and all through the core, it's like a column is opening, and the same is in our field. And the locks, they are released all through the column. And then, yes, the golden key in our core is what creates the opening of the locks, and how the locks will be re-locked is done by the key. So the key will recreate the lock in a way where it will be more like a valve than like a lock. A valve is like something that's opening and closing, like soft, more or less. And before, the lock was like on and off. So each and every one of us is carrying our keys, and the keys, they will exchange the locks to valves. And that's now. So you're right. Thank you for the comment. Thank you for sharing. And it's also happening in all of Earth fields. So this is like for every people. This is like for every people. It wouldn't matter if it was for some. It has to be for everyone. And it is. And what will like embed it for real is actually the usage of cell phones, tablets, and computers, the internet, because the way we use it activates this part of our consciousness, that we are nearly grown past this possibility. So it's like it's in the last hours. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's like being embedded in ourselves. It's like opening a new way of mirroring ourselves. So it's not about right and wrong. It's not about good and bad. This is about the best possibility between possibilities. And when everything is lifted to the best possibilities between best possibilities, and this will be going on and again, then we will begin to have a slowly lift where everybody's lifting what they have available to lift. Everyone agree? Yes. Do you sense a change in your energy, in your presence, in your senses? I do, for sure. It feels good. And at the same, I sense a huge respect for a lot of work I don't understand. A part of me know, it seems, but not this one. And I like bow in a huge respect for all this gathering and work that is like accessed in a higher level, that is above the spaces and the places where we haven't been able to create a mutual reality in peace. And not only in peace, but that makes sense. Okay, you do as well, sense a change. Thank you. Now it's like the activations of the valves instead of the lock. That it's here, and that the next 3 days it will be enrolled, and in 3 days it will show if we will begin to interact with it. If we do, it will begin to be kind of inserted, activated. And it's important that this is not something strange. This is not a technique. This is not something mechanical. This is us. This is ourselves. This is just the connection and the expansions from a soul consciousness that has been super evolved and super under-evolved. So for 4,000 years, a lot of conscious personalities and creatures have worked to find out how to support us in using this in the best way. And this is just like a self created by a self and then supported to reopening these locks that has been created throughout all the universe life. And for this to be released is not something out of ourselves. This is what we are. That is kind of a rebirth more than it's a technical thing. I describe it as a technical thing because I'm a technician. I'm a seer, I'm a healer, but most of all, I'm a technique. I'm a scout, I'm a writer, and I'm a technician. So because of this, I will describe it like this, but it's really important that this is not something about being manipulated. There's not something other than a self that is inserted. So this shift is the support for us to be like, it's more like an energy chiropractic, if you know what that is, where a small shift supports us into be aligned with our soul consciousness. So this small shift that supports us to be more aligned with our soul consciousness is what's supporting us to shift into these valves instead of lock related to a soul connection. Hi, welcome. We are just at the end of this energy work under the full moon, but the replay video will be available really soon, and the energy is just as powerful through the video for the next 4 days, and the healing that goes with it will be available as long as the video is available at all. So lovely for you to participate here. Now we will land here, and the best we can do to support this work is to fulfill ourselves in our dense reality, in the dense consciousness with high vibrations. So laughter, beauty, being moved, being satisfied, being proud, all these higher frequencies, experiences that goes to the most dense part of our reality through our bodies. The more we can do this the next 3 days, the more we support this shift, this energy support for us to be aligned with the soul consciousness in the way where we will open to cosmic consciousness and to support the cosmic sun to be born into the universe again. Nothing less, nothing more. Oh, a lot of more, but not now. Okay, so the energy is releasing, getting soft. Breathe deep, being here, acknowledging, recognizing, being aware as good as you can. The energy is stabilizing. And what does this mean in your reality? This is something that could be appearing like a smoothing. A smoothering, is it called that? So right and wrong, like judgmental way of being is softening. So finding solutions instead of judgment, not pointing at anybody, but at anything. So what needs to be changed, not who needs to be changed. So what can we do to change, not what can we do to see what's wrong. So this is about the movement for you to be aware of any change at all in this direction, not introducing it, but see if it's revealing by itself. Then you will sense the magic of this in your way. And it's really important, no matter how we participate in all this energy work and visions and transitions and journalings, that we have our own personal experience. It's your own personal experience that gives you the footstep to enter in and out in a healthy way in these possibilities that's opening really strongly in this new era times. Thank you for this meeting. You can watch my website, www.mariannelane.com. You will find free webinars, replays, and also free webinars to come. And in some months, there will also be possibilities to attend teachings. In April, it will be possible to attend teaching in Findhorn. I will come with dates later on, where I look so much forward to open one of my first international teachings. So thank you for this gathering. Thank you for this collective, connective energy work together here under this strong full moon in this really special change of consciousness on Earth. So let's stay tuned. I hope for you to have the best of the next 3 days. To me, they are really important. I believe they are to everybody, every single one of us. So thank you for now. See ya.